All right, welcome back to another episode of Rags to Riches. Today's special guest is Erica and Miss Cherie, and they will be discussing about insurance because this month is insurance awareness.
Hmm.
So, how are you ladies doing?
Doing good.
Good, good.
How are you?
I'm pretty good. I'm excited to have you ladies.
Thank
Excited to be here.
Yes, thanks for having us on.
Yes.
September is
Absolutely.
Life Insurance Awareness Month, so we do want to make the community aware of life insurance and how important it is. So glad to be on Rags and Riches. Glad to discuss this topic because this is a hot topic. A lot
Yes.
of people don't like to talk about, so I'm excited.
Absolutely. So, how life insurance
We lost her.
I think we lost her.
Sheila.
Mm.
Sheila.
I think we lost her.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, ladies. So, anyways, I'm sorry, everyone. I'm sorry. Okay, back to the question. How life insurance can help protect your family financially?
So, to help protect your family financially, how life insurance can help protect your family financially. So what it can do, it can help pay for funeral costs, pay bills, pay outstanding debt, continue a family business, a family legacy, finance your child education, protect spouses' retirement plans if you're married, several different ways. Erica,
Yes.
would you like to chime in on that one?
Yes. What I can say is how it protects you as wise. It has different. A lot of people look at life insurance only one way. That's really for really burial and funeral. But it like Miss Cherie, I'm chiming with Miss Cherie. They have type of policies out there that's mainly for your mortgage, mainly for just the education for your kids,
Right.
mainly for just the debt. So that's how it protects your family, and also it protects your family for living the same way they was living when you was living, and even maybe make that dream because you made sure that that finance was there for them when you left.
Okay, that
Right.
makes sense though. So, what is a term life?
Well, simply, what type of term life is like I just said, it's for using it for the mortgage, education, and it's also used for debt. A lot of people don't understand that in a debt insurance, it's there something for if it happened to the breadwinner. Like if your husband would leave you right now, would your income still protect the household like when he's there? Of course, no, you're going to lose some income.
Right.
So people don't know that life insurance can be a subsidized income for them.
Hmm.
Okay.
That's right. So yes, and with term life insurance, it can cover, like Erica say, your mortgage. It can help with debt. It can help with your children's education. Um, that is the upside of it. Now, the downside of a term life insurance that it will expire. So, depending on how many years that you get it for, that policy can expire. But there are ways that you can outlive it. So it's depending on what you're looking for. So getting insurance, you want to make sure you know what you need insurance for, if that
Right,
makes
Right.
sense.
right.
Because you
Yeah.
use terms several ways.
Yeah.
Like you said, for mortgage insurance, if you're married and if one of your spouses die, then therefore it leave back the amount to pay off your mortgage.
Yeah. Yeah.
Also for your child's education.
Mhm.
Um, and now I know the average college, maybe for the whole year, like 200 and something thousand. That's just
Oh
off
yeah,
the
it's
top.
not cheap.
It's not cheap, and it's like I think like 200 and something thousand a year.
Wow.
Um, we
It-
did research that, and it was about around that amount, depending on where you go.
that's right. That's right. I was going to say, depending on if you want private or you want public, you got to think about them type of things too.
That's right. Also, and then just elaborate just a little bit more on term life insurance. So we have a return of premium term as well. So therefore, if you get it and you outlive it, they'll return all of your premiums back to you as well. So it's several different ways out there to insure yourself. We just need to educate the community once again,
right.
and that's the reason why we're on here. It's Life Insurance Awareness Month, and we want to make the community aware.
Okay, but it sounds like that's a win-win situation. So, guys, it sounds like it's very important that y'all need to get this life insurance. So, why do people need the life insurance? What's the reason for it?
Why do people need life insurance? Well, if you have people in your life that depend on you financially, you want to be able to leave something back. Just say you pass away and you have an 8-year-old to leave behind, then that responsibility will fall on a spouse or another parent or a grandparent to where they got to raise this child up. And then they're going to have to depend on their income. But parents need to be made aware that this is something that you need to put in place just in case something do happen to you and you pass away, you'll leave something back. So again, that's why we want to make the community aware of, build that legacy, build that wealth, get educated on what life insurance is. It leaves a peace of mind. I know with me having a daughter and something happened to me, I got life insurance. Therefore, if something happened to me, I will leave something back for my child. I just won't leave her dead broke, back to fall on somebody else. So I feel like that's why people need life insurance, because it's somebody depending on them, so they can leave that financial stability behind if something happened to them.
And it also teaches us, because I seen in the news the other day, this Afro-American teacher, she's teaching their kids to learn about about your finance, how to control your finance. When you leave out of school, they don't teach you these type of things that some of our kids now, me, myself, I'm personally learning about finance, how to really budget my finance. We say we know how to budget them, but are we going on vacations every year? No, we're not, So we need to learn how to budget them and teach our kids, our generation before us didn't know how to do it. So we need to make a stop, and teach our kids now how to manage their finance. This simple as that.
It starts with us, right, guys? It starts with us.
That's right. That's right.
So we need to be able to teach our kids, leave behind something for them and how to build legacy. So that's why I feel like it's important to get educated on insurance, get educated on finances, get educated on businesses. Everybody's last name should mean something. I know if McDonald's got a last name, Rolls Royce, those are last name people.
Right. That makes sense.
Johnson's and I'm just saying, we should be able to leave behind our legacy. Our last name means something too.
Right. Exactly.
I agree with that. So, what is final expense?
Well, what final expense is, Ms. Sheila? It's a whole life policy that is intended to pay medical bills and funeral expenses when you die. It's also known as a burial or funeral insurance. So it's just like having extra, like everyone, they have insurance on something. So it's something you can use extra for your debts, and your kids don't have to worry about, because a lot of people say they have insurance. Do you have it? Do you really have insurance? If so, is it enough? So final insurance is like an extra insurance that will help you pay off some of them debts or just bury you. And then you have the insurance that you already have. That's something that can help you with your income and help you with your future. So you got to be smart about it. That's what really final expense is.
Okay. Yeah. So how much does it?
I want to elaborate on final expense.
Go ahead.
So with final expense insurance, that also is like for people that's over the age and have not had life insurance and need life insurance. So final expense for somebody that's 45 and older, have not had life insurance and they need it, they can write a final expense. And that means therefore that a final expense they don't go back and do like a medical history on you. It's a final expense. So you just find burial insurance, which means like, hey, I just need 10,000. It starts at 2,000 and go all the way up to 40,000. But that's something to say, hey, I don't have anything, but I don't want my family to have to do GoFundMe's or do fish fries, just to cover my burial. So that's another thing for final expense, and it goes all the way up to 85 years of age.
Yes.
So people need to be made aware of that.
Wow.
That if you don't have any insurance, that all the way from 40 to up to like 80 years of age, depending on what the company is. Some companies cut off at 75 years of age, but that still means something, because there's a lot of grandparents out here, a lot of people that don't have insurance that's over the age of 50. And need to be made aware that they can get some as low as 2,000, 5,000, 10,000, 12,000.
And also these is type of insurances for people who got diabetes, who have cancer. When a lot of people say, "Oh, I'm a diabetic. I'm a type 2," and the first thing, okay, we can't assure you.
Insurance.
But no, final expense will do this. So do not think that you cannot pass the medical or none of that, or you can't get it. No, don't say that. We can help you get it.
Okay, so with the final expenses, they won't even do like a medical check or background or nothing.
Well, it's not a thorough, like
not thorough, no.
Right.
Just
Not as deep as any of the other ones.
That's
but-
right.
Okay.
As
They
your
usually with the
life insurance or your
yeah,
universal life insurance,
Right.
or term.
yeah. So because they usually computerized. The one that's being a person is really looking into the background of your medical and your pharmaceutical and everything, pharmaceuticals and everything. So that it's as they say, it's simple, a simple issue. It's very simple.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So how much does the average funeral cost?
So your average funeral is going to cost you anywhere from $12,500 to $13,000. It depends on where you go, what all you're going to have, because sometimes people go all the way out. They may want the carriage ride, the horse ride where they ride their family member around the last time. So it all depends, but it starts at about $12,000 and it can go all the way up to $50,000, but it does. The average funeral costs about $13,000.
And that's just now. We're in 2023. What about 2030? What about up in the future? It's going to be higher.
Take consideration of the state you're in as well.
Yeah.
Some places are higher than others.
Yeah.
So you want to be made aware of.
So it's like 8,000 just to cremate?
That was going to be my next question. How much does cremation cost?
So cremation starts at $4,000 and it can go all the way up to $5,000 to $8,000, like Erica said. But yeah, it starts at $4,000. And to me, that's still, just thinking about it, right? Mm-hmm. Just say you leave behind a teenage child and you have no other family, they have to come up with that money,
right.
Someone
think about the bills that you're leaving behind with that child.
That's right. So the average cremation cost is between $4,000 to $7,000, $8,000, depending on the type of cremation. Direct cremation cost is between $2,000 to $5,000. Funeral costs are rising and more people are turning to cremation instead of burials to save money. That's another thing. A lot of people are saying, hey, just cremate me. But you still have to have about $5,000 just to be cremated.
And I just learned by training, because as an insurance broker, we always train and we always learn. I just learned that it costs $2,100 to just view the body, just to go in there and say, well, that's
wow.
Wow. A lot of people don't know that, and it's like $200, maybe $200 to $300 to transfer from the hospital to the funeral home. Mm-hmm. A lot of people don't know that. Yeah. They break it down why it costs so much.
Yeah.
Wow. That's crazy, because I've never do that. This is my first time ever even hearing that as well.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yes.
Wow. So what product or company do you suggest for most of your clients and why?
Well, I can say, since we are brokers, we're not just licensed agent. We're a broker, so we have an avenue. We can go anywhere, branch out anywhere, and do our research. The company that stands out best for me is Forster's. I really enjoy writing with Forster, not because they have love for their members. You can have a membership with them, but what stands out most to me is, okay, a lot of people don't got a will. You can go on there, get your own will, make up your own will, get it notarized for free. And then the second thing that really come to my heart, because I'm the only child, is the orphan benefit they got. They have the orphan benefit out there. Well, imagine you leaving your kids. They don't have any grandparents. They don't have any aunts like me. I'm the only child. I don't really have anybody, no sisters for my kids or anything like that. So what I like is they will give the kids $900. Let's say an average example. If it's two kids of the family, two kids they had left behind, they will give that kid $900 per month. A half $500,000 between the two kids. Not just that, Miss Sheila, but they have the orphan scholarship. Girl, they give out $6,000 per year, renewable for 4 years, 25 grand, and it's a gift. Altogether, they give them kids 72 grand until they're grown and out of college. This is why it's Forster stand out for me.
Absolutely.
Yes.
I'm so amazed because she knows so much. We've been in this
awesome.
for a while.
Yeah, that's awesome. That's what's
for
up.
a while, and that's good, Erica, because it's sticking there. So, yes, we are brokers. Yes,
yeah, we are. So, and that's why I when I have learned and been learning, you got to have passion for this.
You do.
It's not just the income, because I'm gonna tell you guys, we do make pretty good money when you do it the right way and teach people. It comes back to you. You help and protect other families, and they also protecting your family. You know what I'm saying? So you got to have passion with this, with just selling. Even though they always selling insurance, but no, we're protecting people. We're not selling it.
Yeah. And we're out in the community.
Well put.
Yeah, definitely.
So how does someone determine how much coverage they need?
It depends on a variety of personal factors, including your marital status.
You don't get it, girl. You don't get
it. The size of your family, your debts, your assets, and your end of life goals.
Yes.
That's what it depends on.
Yes.
It's
a lot of sorry, because I know a lot of people, since I like I said, been learning. A lot of people say, "Oh, just give me 10,000. Is 10,000 going to be enough? How much you bring in your home and how many bills you got? Or are you married? Like Miss Johnson said, are you married? Do you have kids? $10,000 is not going to be enough." Because in 10 years, because we know we hope and pray that there's two things we have to do in life. That's live and die. So we hope that we wake up 10 years from now, if from now, and it's different now. It's going to cost more. $10,000 is really nothing. It's just probably just going to get you a little bit on that stump, but it's not going to get you over the stump.
Well, $10,000 is going to pay for maybe 80% of your funeral and still 20% behind.
Yes.
So
and that's still a lot. That's still a lot left behind for someone.
Yeah.
To worry about. That's still a lot. And a lot of people don't know that I am also a life insurance agent.
Yes,
well, and I work with these two beautiful ladies as well. So
yes, we brought
y'all. I got to get back into it, but
yes, ma'am, you do.
I
am, ladies. I promise you. I got to.
Oh, yeah, just to sum up the question that you asked, Sheila, about how does someone determine how much coverage they need. It's the funeral expenses, the debt repayments, such as your mortgage, car loans, credit cards, and debt, any medical bills associated with your passing, and your needs change as time go by.
Yeah, it is.
Different needs come about. So
Yeah, yeah. And then one thing, ladies, what I really don't like, what a lot of people say, well, they can bury me in the backyard. But see, what they're not going to do that. What they're going to do is they're going to bury you on an unmarked grave, and your family they ain't going to know where you're at. That's what it's going to do. Or they're going to burn you, and they don't. Who got your ashes? No one. They probably in somebody's backyard growing their plants. You know, this is really true. You
But
so a lot of people don't understand that it's just not been responsible, you know, because I've seen a lot of kids, and we need to teach our younger kids that's growing up, that's having kids. You know, it's pretty much kids having kids. They need to know that we have two things to do in life. No one can take that from us. And well, really three. When you learn something, they can't take no education from that from you. But two things in life that you have to do, as I said, you have to live and die. So it costs for you to come in here, and don't you think it's gonna cost for you to go out?
True.
That's right.
Well put. Okay, now Miss Erica.
She on fire. She on.
Yeah. Okay.
It's been a long day, ladies. It's
so what is a premium?
So a premium is the amount of money paid to an insurance company in exchange for insurance. That's what a premium is.
Yeah.
The premium is the amount based on factors such as the type of insurance, the policyholder's risk level, and the coverage limit. So, and know what type of risk it is, you know, that's why you want to get insurance. You know.
Yes.
So, okay. So how can someone find out their insurable interest?
So someone can find out. There are several ways to do that too. So I know for us, what we do with insurance and finding out your insurable interest is do a dime method.
Yeah.
So we sit down with you and we take the dime and we establish how much debt you have. We establish how much income, in result of you passing and you got a husband or a wife or children. We want to at least take your annual income and multiply it times 10.
That's right.
So therefore, for 10 years, that income will be replaced.
That's right.
And we do M for mortgage, how much ever the amount left on your house that you owe, we take that, we add that in the mortgage, and then E for education. If you got children, we want to make sure we establish that education amount in there as well. And we take the dime method and we do some math with it, and then that's how we establish your insurable need. For your insurable interest. So a lot of people don't know, Sheila, though, that your insurable need sometimes could be up to $1 million, depending on the asset you have, right?
Yes, Lord. Yes, Lord.
So it just depends on people debt, people income, what they make a year, their mortgage left on their house, and their children's education. Can you imagine? I've seen people insurable interest go all the way up to $6 million.
Yes.
Depending on their assets as well, you know. So if something happens,
and that's like the ones that got 4 kids, you know, education, they give you what, 150,000 for
one child education. That's what we put in the dime.
Yes.
Wow. It could be more than that. But so just think about that though. If something happened to the breadwinner in that house, that income is gone.
That's right.
So that's why people start building at a young age.
That's right. When you good health. At a young age. It's best to get it when you was young. And a lot of people, if somebody would have told me this when I was 21, boy, I'd probably be rich. Because I would have
policy. You really want to start at a young age when you don't have that many health elements. So therefore you get it while you're young. It's affordable and you can establish wealth. You can build it, you know. So excuse me, that's why we really want to make the communities aware of this. Honestly, our culture have failed by this so many times. We have seen on Facebook, ladies, GoFundMe's, or we having a barbecue, a fish fry. So that's why it's important, because all 3 of us on this call as agents, we want to make the community aware of life insurance.
Yes.
I know, guys, I get it too. I'm good.
Me
Every
too.
time you try to ask somebody about some insurance, I'm good.
Mhm.
but really,
It
you're
ain't easy.
good. I'm sorry. What you say?
I said it ain't easy.
It's not
But you know
easy.
what?
Right?
But
But a
you know
lot
what,
of them
ladies?
really do feel like they don't need it.
But you know what, ladies?
You're right.
Okay.
They feel like that, but are they really thinking, Sheila? Let's really
No.
think about this, talk
No.
about this. Okay, if you got children, if you die, you ain't got nothing. Who is it
Right.
gonna fall on? If you got a
Them
wife, if
kids,
you got parents, who
your
is that gonna
spouse,
fall
your
on?
parents. Right.
Your people, your family.
Right.
And now, guess what? Their income, just say their income is not up to par. They don't have it. So now they got to go out here and beg, or borrow, or
Yeah.
rob Peter to pay Paul.
Yeah.
And where you could have had that established, especially if you live in a lifestyle buying J's, buying Louis Vuitton, buying Dolce and Gabbana, Gucci. I'm just saying, if you live in that type
Girl,
of life,
I wish I was.
But not even that, though. You didn't even got to go high with them. You can ask them, do your cell phone got insurance? I know you got insurance on your car. You ain't riding around with no insurance on your car.
there you go. You
So
in
you
But a
cherish
lot
your
of people
car more
don't
than
think
your
like
life.
that.
a
A
lot of
lot of
people
people
cherish
don't
your
think like
car.
that. And you ladies is really breaking it down to them so they can kind of think, okay, now I really need this because who would want that burden on their family? I wouldn't.
That's
You know
I
right.
what I'm
wouldn't.
saying? Because when
That's
you
right.
leave here and you leaving that burden, that's a lot on someone.
Yeah.
That's a lot. That's not.
Yes.
It's
And you
hard.
know, and a lot of people that is around my age in their 40s, some of them say, well, I know I don't got no insurance, but I can't afford it. But you got your toes done and your nails done, and you didn't buy that 360 over there that was almost 100 and something. You tell me you can't pay a $45 policy to protect your family? I don't understand how people these days.
That's real, and that's
Priority.
you're right.
Priority.
Yes, it really
We
is.
all fall victim of doing things that we shouldn't be doing instead of
True.
putting our priorities for this. So we all fall victim to that. So I ain't
True.
gonna go down
We
on my
do.
people that hard, but we
We
do
do.
want to make you aware. It's September's Life Insurance Awareness Month. I cannot drag that so much in the ground just to let you know. Be aware of insurance. Be aware that you think it's expensive, but it's not. Like Erica said, if you can insure your phone, you can insure your car, insure your life. I feel like my life is so important; it need to be insured. Like,
That's
see,
right.
I agree.
That's
because I
right.
have a child, I do have a
Mhm.
spouse that if something happened to me, that I want to leave something back for them,
That's right.
or they'll be able to at least bury me,
Agree.
That is so true. That is so
Agree.
true. Because a lot of people, us single kids, I know a family member of mine, both her parents died, and she was the only one there. It's a burden on you when you're the only one. You can't argue with your sister and brother. Oh, you getting this half, you getting that half, you getting this half. No, you got to stand up with your big girl drawers on and say, I got to bury mom and dad. And it's really hard when you don't have a 401k to go into and grab some money out of and bury your parents.
That's right.
You know what I mean? So it's just thinking about just being responsible for yourself, not just the people around you, but for yourself.
That's right.
You know?
That's right, Erica. You're right.
I agree. So I know you guys talked about it a little bit in the beginning, but I'm just gonna bring that question back so they can get a clearer understanding. So is the only way anyone benefits from a life insurance policy is when they die?
No. Oh my goodness.
You're right.
No. It's not just for it's not just for the deaf. How we was always trained, Miss Johnson, life insurance is for the living.
Right. So people often believe they will never reap the benefits of getting life insurance policies on themselves, which is true to some extent. For term life insurance, again, we talked about that in the beginning. Term life insurance, it will expire and it does not do any cash accumulation. That's correct. So term life insurance do not, but again, we use term life insurance for like mortgage. If something happened to you, your spouse is able to pay off that mortgage, or you can leave behind income with term life insurance if something happened to you. So we're not looking for the accumulation accumulation for term. We have it for a specific reason, and that's for my mortgage. Something happened to me, my debt, something happened to me for my spouse or my children to pay that off, or my child's education. So that's why you use term. But if you get a permanent life insurance, it does have that cash accumulation.
Yeah.
So therefore it does build cash.
That's right.
And you can take that cash out at a certain time or a certain point, and you can utilize it to buy real estate. You can
Right.
utilize it to just do what you need to do, because it's your money that you build in that
Build
cash.
up. Mhm.
That's that money inside of that policy.
Yep.
So yes, ma'am.
Okay.
And
Okay.
then
So,
another thing about life insurance is it's about your family. They're having the opportunity to live their life of what they're accustomed to. They
right.
won't have to, if they lose you, they don't have to use the custom of their living. You know what I'm saying? It's hard enough. People grieve in different ways,
True.
you know, and then grieving about losing an income, it's not going to help. It's not going to help the situation. So that's what really life insurance is. It's the opportunity to keep living the way you was living before your specific one die, or whatever, however you want to put it.
And just to elaborate just a little bit more, Sheila. So another way you can reap off your life insurance is life insurance now come with living benefits. So they have that living benefit rider on there. If something happened to you terminally or
Yes.
chronically, or you get critically injured or just chronically sick, that rider kicks in. And just say you got $100,000 policy. So a lot of the insurance carriers will open that $100,000 up to you. They'll open your life insurance up to you, and you can take out 40,000 or 50,000 to take care of that terminal illness or that critical illness that you may have. So a lot of people don't know about the living benefit riders, and they need to be made aware of that a lot of life insurances come with living benefit riders. Therefore, if you were to get sick and you need that cash, you can tie into your life insurance policy and pull that cash out.
Yeah, like when somebody have cancer or something like me, I lost some of my income because I stepped in that the world of cancer.
Income, that's right.
I walked that world. So I lost my income, one of my income. So it came to a big effect on it. And also remember, a lot of people don't understand when people's on Social Security and they have a life insurance one policy, the retirement home would take that policy. Their family won't see none of that money. I don't care who's buying it. They have to sign their policy over to the old folks home, and it takes the ownership of the policy. See, your final expenses is something, if you go in there, they will just take that policy and it will cover up everything. They won't take all your assets that you got over here trying to pay that bill for your mother or your dad to stay in that OFO's home. You understand what I said? So it's different things you can use life insurance policy. That's why I say it's not just for the deaf, it's for the living too.
Yeah.
Well, that's good. So what do insurance companies base your cost on, and what factors?
So the cost of your insurance is based on the livelihood that you will have on a plane. The younger and healthier you are, the less you will pay for life insurance.
Right.
So they base it on several things. You know, are you a smoker? Have you had any strokes? What type? Like Erica said, she experienced having cancer. So that's what they base it on. So again, we want to make you aware of, in our community, before you start getting these elements, get you some life insurance.
Yes.
Life insurance, like it's your light bill. You want to keep life insurance on you.
Yes.
It's so important.
And also, I understand when they say, when we get in a certain age, it's okay for our parents, because you can have how many policies you want out on somebody. But make sure you have a policy for yourself. Don't let your parents, your grandparents, I have the Gerbil life, No, let's be responsible. Get a policy that can help the family, your kids, A lot of people don't understand that. Even myself, I used to say, well, my mom got a $10,000 on me. I'm all right. But it didn't look good as a woman or mother They have kids. Does it say your mother have a life insurance? Do you have another one? Oh, okay, that's good. Your mom got one on, but do you have one personally for your household? You know,
That
so it's
makes
all
sense.
about being responsible.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
I
Getting it
agree.
on your children too while
Yeah.
they're young, you
Yeah.
know, holding it on them
Yeah.
because you never know where the road is going to take you
That's
that
right.
you may need it, you know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
And like I said, while you're young and you don't have diabetes or you don't have any of these elements, get it and keep it again. Because
That's right.
they base insurance on your livelihood.
That's right. The risk factors, yes.
Mhm.
Okay.
Just
So
like we have a credit bureau, they have a medical bureau.
Yeah.
So
Yes, ma'am.
be aware of that too.
right.
There's a medical bureau information that they use for insurance that they do run it through just to see. So even when you're sitting down with one of us, agent, you know, you could tell us that you don't have these elements, but they're gonna run it through that
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Men in black.
Yeah.
So
The
they
men in black.
right, ladies, you guys
That's
know,
right.
Oh
right?
yeah.
Yeah.
That
Oh
men
yeah.
in black gonna find it, okay?
You better believe
That's
it.
what I call them. They gonna find it, baby.
Oh, you better believe it. So life insurance policies, do they require a physical exam?
No.
Many do. Many do. Many do. You know, Erica, like when we write up life insurance policies and they come back and they say do a paramed,
Yes.
not totally like a physical exam, but then again, ladies, think about it. They pulling blood,
That's right.
going and
Yeah.
checking it. So
That's
that,
why
because
wide
they
the
do that
mouth.
in the doctor's office, right, ladies? They
Yeah.
pull my blood and they do a physical exam. So
Right.
yes, many do, Sheila, but not all. Not all, okay? It
Yeah.
may be in your
Like you tell us you don't smoke cigarettes. Boy, you go back in that MNB. You told the doctor 5 years ago you smoked. You ain't telling me stop.
All right.
So it's gonna be that you're a smoker. And a lot of people think, okay, and another thing I learned, I know it might be carrying it over the mountain a little bit. A lot of people smoke marijuana. There's a limit. They said that you could get a policy with Forster. That's why I said Forster stand out for me. Okay, they give you if you don't smoke, I think maybe six, like once a day. Like it's not like a recreational. It's just something you do. You know,
Right.
they will give you a level policy saying that you're a non-tobacco smoker. But if you do more than 6 times a month, then they're gonna put you in a category of, okay, you need this form to fill out on drugs, and they have all type of drugs that's on there are drug users. Yeah, and even though I know one company does people who have AIDS, so it doesn't matter if you're a smoker or a non-smoker, they're gonna find it. They're gonna find it.
Yeah, so that what they do, they have an underwritten department
Yes.
based
Yeah.
on that. So what they do, they take like a table, like just say you have asthma, and they'll rate you depending on how bad it is.
Yeah.
And then therefore they'll put you if it's not bad, then they'll put you maybe a table 1, and then you do have to pay a little extra
Yes.
depending on the table rating. So we do want people to be aware that life insurance do underwriting. That's
Yeah.
what they call underwriting. And that's
Mhm.
when it's a process in which the insurance company assess a person risks to insure them. You know, and it's an assessment that's done and
Yep.
statistically using tables of actual data that show how long someone of your age, gender, and health who don't smoke always get the lowest cost. So
Right.
that's in my notes. I know I wrote that down just so I can have like, you know, the actual answer to that question. So they do a table, and depending on if it's diabetes, if it's
Yeah.
asthma, if it's cancer, or
Even
if it's
tobacco.
stroke, how bad it has been. So therefore, depending on how bad your health is, it's a table rating, and you can still get insurance, but it be a little bit more, cost
More.
a little bit more, you know, depending on how bad your condition is.
I think we did a example as a smoker and a non-smoker. A non-smoker was $10 less in the premium, but when they put down smoking, you know, tobacco smoker, it was just brought it up $10 more. That's what a certain company, you know. So it like she says, it's different ratings
It just
that your
varies.
company have different ratings for different things. Yeah,
Right.
different
Oh.
risks.
So
Okay, well, before we end this live, ladies,
yeah.
just let the viewers know like how they can contact you, ladies, if they need insurance policy on their self or family member. Just give them that information.
You can
All
go
right.
ahead.
So yes, and before we close, because I know we are getting ready to close, we've been on for a while, but I just want to say again to our community that get educated on life insurance. We didn't just get on here just so we can get you guys' business, even though we don't mind helping. That's what we're here for. But we just want you to be aware of life insurance. We want you to get educated on it. Ask questions. If you got a spouse, go sit down, talk with your spouse, talk about if something happened to you, how you will want to be left behind. Work
Right.
towards that goal, because I know, honestly, coming up in the culture we've came up in, that subject don't want to be talked about. But then when something happened, then therefore you have to face that fact, and then you have to run out here and do what you can to put your loved one away. And sometimes that break us down, ladies. Just to talk about that just a while, elaborate. It breaks families down. I've seen so many families fall apart behind someone dying.
Mm-hmm.
Think about it, and you think about it and you get that situated, then that's a peace of mind. You will not leave that behind, the brokenness, the pain that I see a lot of families face out here. So just on the serious note, I really want our community to know, hey, get educated on that. Hey, go sit down and talk with someone about your life insurance. Go into your life so you can leave something behind. And that's another thing, you build legacy through life insurance. You can get policy and start building legacies to leave behind for your children. I think I'm 43 years old, 250,000 on me. Is over $100 and something. Maybe right at about two. That's not that much to start building that legacy. So it's a lot of ways you can use life insurance, guys. So get educated on it. Just that's the main thing, the main reason why I came to Rags and Riches tonight. Glad to come to the podcast, but we also want the community to be aware of, this is serious. I see so many people dying every day, and a lot is our culture, but not just only us, but they don't have life insurance. I hear this so much, guys. And so it's so important to just get educated on life insurance and get you some. I don't care if it's 25,000. Go get you some. But you really do need your insurable need. If you got a lot of assets, you need to know you need to go get that much on your life. So therefore your family will be left behind with to keep that legacy going, to keep that business going, to keep that child going to college. So I wanted to elaborate a little bit on that, because that is the reason why we really did come on here, because we do want our community to be aware of life insurance and take it serious, guys. Take it serious. My name is Cherie Johnson. I am on Facebook, Cherie, Cherie, last name Johnson, Johnson. You can contact me via Facebook. I am on Instagram, Cherie PHP 2021. That's my Instagram account. And again, at Cherie PHP 2021. Thanks, Miss Rags to Riches, for having me on tonight.
Absolutely.
Tonight to talk about life insurance.
Absolutely.
Well, everybody, my name is Erica Hawkins Pugh. You can reach me the same name, Erica Hawkins Pugh, on Facebook. My Instagram and everything is tagged to my Facebook, so you can DM me if you want any more education on life insurance. We're not asking y'all to buy an insurance or anything. Like, we just want you to get educated for you and your family. Miss Sheila, she was my first agent when I started at a fellow company that I'm not with right now.
Yeah.
But I enjoy working with her. She's an awesome character.
Thank you.
So, but if y'all need insurance or want to learn more about insurance, again, my name's Erica Hawkins Pugh. Hit me up on Facebook anytime, DM me, because I love to talk about it. It's all about us learning and growing. And another thing, if you decide that you want to make a subsidized income and you want to write policies for your family, also ask me how you can get your license and become an agent like us and help your community. We're here to help you grow. If you want to subsidize that income, But thank you again, Miss Sheila, for having me.
Yeah.
Absolutely. And I want to thank you ladies as well for being a guest. This was awesome. It was so much to learn and it was well put and spoken. You guys
Thank
definitely,
you.
reach out to these ladies or you can reach out to me.
Mhm.
Y'all already know my Facebook page. So thank you guys again. And thank you to the viewers. And definitely, guys, take it serious. You need it. You need it. You need it. Your family need it. Kids
Absolutely.
need it. Everybody needs it.
Build that
Don't let
leg.
that burden.
That's right.
That's right. That's right.
All right. Well, till next time. Peace.
Deuces.
Y'all be safe.
Bye.